You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rudrance for Black and White Sports. Well, we're going to talk about Russell Wilson. That's right, on the main channel. That's right. Little Russell Wilson action we got going on because we have found out his status, and it seems the Broncos have not shut Russell down for the season. There was speculation they were just going to call it a year with Russell, and I mean, who could blame them, really? The one halfway good game it looked like he was having against the Chiefs, he got hurt. He ended up with that big, massive lump, looked like my fist on the side of his forehead. And they said, well, he passed the concussion protocol, but we're just going to let him sit out yesterday's game. Broncos won, by the way, with Brett Rypien at quarterback. Well, we got his status for Christmas Day, and I know many of you are concerned about that, as whether or not Russell would play. And we've got NASCAR driver Ryan Blaney, who is officially, it looks like as a fan or a former fan of Russell Wilson. I guess Ryan is a Broncos fan. He had previously said he was a big fan of Russell. Well, he literally went on camera on a podcast and said, I would like to retract my fandom for Russell Wilson, and then called him a weirdo. We'll watch that. I mean, that's hilarious. But, I mean, it's not like it's a reach for Ryan Blaney to say this.
You're all the dangerous ways.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
Yeah. Oh, y'all remember that? That's it.
I call this one the fork and knife.
Oh, that's that Subway action. That's that Subway action from Russell Wilson. I'm not going to make you sit through it because I can't sit through it. Quit playing. Quit playing right now. Okay, let's get to Ryan Blaney. By the way, this guy has won several NASCAR races. Okay, he's not above Wallace, all right? This guy actually runs for Team Penske. And, yeah, he's actually won some races. Ryan Blaney is off the Russell Wilson train like everyone else. Yeah. Has anybody seen him in the casino? I did a video on that on the other sports channel. We caught Russell Wilson in a moment where he was just hanging out in a casino, looking like his dog died. It was kind of actually sad. In fact, there he is right there. I did that video a couple days ago. I got to say, it truly is the most likable moment I think we've seen from Russell Wilson because the ego is gone out of that picture. Let's do it. This is the Garage Guys podcast where this is coming from. And like I said, he did support, Ryan Blaney, NASCAR driver, did support Russell Wilson, but like the rest of us, he's just sort of done.
I think I'm a huge Russell Wilson guy. I think he's really good.
How do you feel about that now? With everything that's transpired in Denver, all the memes, and still a big Russ Wilson guy?
I would like to retract my statement from a year ago. Broncos Nation, I was ready to ride. It's not good times over there. I was, and then he's kind of gotten weird. I was a big Russell guy when he was in Seattle. You know, I really liked him. They had a good dynamic over there, and it just seems not to be working in Denver, and it just is kind of a shit show over there right now.
Oh, so he just said it was a shit show, and he just called him weird. Look. I mean, look. Even the Ravens. Justin Tucker made fun of him, because he talked about he was doing knee highs on the airplane flight with the Broncos when they were going overseas to their game. The teammates have to be around that guy. It's pretty ridiculous. But look, hey, never fear, Russell Wilson is back. He is back. Russell Wilson, this is Charlene Williams at PFT. Russell Wilson cleared concussion protocol Friday, but the Broncos making an organizational decision to sit him this week. A lot of people thought they had decided to just throw the towel in, truly, on the season, just to hell with it. Brett Ripien started Sunday and led the Broncos to a 24-15 win over the Cardinals, ending Denver's 5-game losing streak. The Broncos are only 4-10 with nothing left to play in 2022. That prompted the question about whether the Broncos might sit Wilson for the final 3 games. They won't. Oh, I know many of you are happy about that. Broncos coach Nathaniel Hackett announced in his post-game press conference that Wilson will return for Christmas Day against the Rams. Holy crap. We've got Russell Wilson versus Baker Mayfield on Christmas Day. Wow, a couple of years ago, that actually sounded halfway decent. Quote, Russell is going to be playing next week, but I thought Brett did a really good job. Ripien was 21-26 for 197, a TD, and a pick. He also lost a fumble. It was the second game Wilson missed this season. Wilson was knocked out of last Sunday's loss to Kansas City after getting hit his head on the ground. He appeared to be briefly lost consciousness. Jesus. Yeah, let's bring him back. Fuck him. So there it is. I wanted to do, I was like, damn, this NASCAR driver is just saying, do you know how out you have to be on somebody to say, I want to formally retract my fandom from Russell Wilson? He's a weirdo. I want to take that back. I retract my Russell Wilson fandom. I thought he was cool, but we have found out he's a weirdo because we can't forget Mr. Unlimited and Wolverine's blood. And, Justin Tucker and those Ravens destroyed Russell Wilson on that plane ride home. I mean, literally made fun of him doing knee highs. It's been a disaster. The Russell Wilson thing, I mean, it's literally it's being said out there that the Russell Wilson thing is now the second worst trade since Herschel Walker and the Dallas Cowboys. That it could go down as that bad. Now, it's got to be the third worst trade. I got thinking about that. The second worst trade's got to be Deshaun Watson and the Cleveland Browns and that whole $245 or $50 million, whatever, fully guaranteed, $230 million, fully guaranteed contract fiasco. But the third worst may end up being Russell Wilson. We don't know. We don't know how it will all play out. I actually think Nathaniel Hackett is the one that's going to get the raw deal out of Russell Wilson's meltdown. But I said in a video, it's no coincidence. Russell Wilson decides to move around. He puts up good numbers, and he's a good quarterback. His last game, go look. He played well against the Kansas City Chiefs, but he ran. He moved around. 4 rushes, 57 yards, and just so happens it was his best passing day of the year, too. So he had said, I don't want to run anymore. Well, then you suck as a pocket quarterback. What are the Broncos supposed to do? Maybe Russell has decided to get up off his ass and move around. You're not a pocket quarterback, Russell. You're not. Sorry. I mean, you just aren't. You're the second worst quarterback in the league behind Zach Wilson if you decide not to run. I mean, that's just it. Peace. I'm out. Till next time. Black and White Network supporters, make sure you go over and check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. 25% off USA First. 25% off USA First. Go now.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.